What's up, everybody? Eric here with another EWE Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about Scream 2022, other known as wise as Scream 5. This is the sequel to Scream 4. This is going to be the review for today, guys. This is going to be spoiler-free as well, so don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. So, before we get on to anything else, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what you thought about this movie. Let me know if you're on the same page as me or different. It's always good to have a conversation. Alright, so... first off, the information about this movie was released on January 14, 2022. It's directed by, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett. I just said those names in the Scream 6 review, and I still can't get them right. Alright, so the cast for this movie, and this movie has a huge cast. I'm not naming everyone, I'm kind of just naming like the people I'm assuming were the top build. So Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette. So the two first ones are like the new bloods, while the last three are our legacy characters. This movie has a runtime of 114 minutes, and the plot is that 25 years after the original murders from Scream 1, a new killer has emerged and started to attack people using the infamous ghost face costume. We don't initially know why these people are being targeted, like they're the main ones being targeted, but we do find out later on that it has something to do with the origins of one of the characters. We do see Gail, Dewey, and Sydney return for this new chapter in the series, and the plot-wise, they serve well to the plot. There isn't really too much to the plot. Usually, like, I mean, there's stuff in there, but like, spoiler-free wise, guys, there's not much to it besides there's a killer, they want to kill people, they have reasons for it, you gotta wait for their monologue at the end to find out what the reasons are, but it's really good how this one came together. So let's move on to my spoiler-free thoughts. So my thoughts on the movie are... I wasn't the biggest fan of Scream 3 or 4. Not that I thought they were horrible, and I was just like, sometimes when you try to do a trilogy, the third one just didn't work for me. I didn't think it was bad, just didn't work for me. And the fourth one was just like, you're trying to set something up, but it didn't seem like it took, and people did not give enough of a shit. So, but this, I thought, brought something great to the slasher franchise, slasher genre that I didn't feel 3 and 4 did. And here I was like, oh, you guys revitalized the franchise a little bit. This is their Star Wars Episode 7, where it's like, oh, you're kind of going to do a reboot. Your legacy character is still going to be there, but you're also going to bring in these new blood characters that you actually want to grow the franchise with afterwards. So that's what this felt like to me, and I actually really like that. They do rehash a lot of stuff from Scream 1, but they do a great way of weaving it in that I actually didn't find it annoying at all. The one downside to this movie is that it's fairly simple to figure out the killer. If you kind of just pay attention to some of the clues that they give you, I figured out like in 25 minutes, but there was nothing wrong with that. I was still enjoying seeing what was happening there. Let's see, what else was there? I felt that this movie was an easy entry option for a lot of people. I think a lot of people, if you were to tell them, oh, go watch Scream 5, they'd be like, if I haven't watched Scream 1 through 4, like, no, I felt like this movie tells you enough where, like, I don't remember all the details from Scream 1, but this movie told me enough where I was like, oh yeah, I remember enough, and I was good to go. I had to remember individual things, but it said enough. And this movie is a good way of starting like a new trilogy, because I've already seen Scream 6, and I say that this movie was great for getting us there. This movie does use a lot of like normal horror tropes, but that's what Scream is. It's a meta talking about horror films. So again, that worked really well here. And the cast did a really good job. There's one character, I'll tell you right now, this isn't a spoiler, but you might think that this character is dead. Wait till like in the end when like before the credits, you have to pay attention because this character is there and it turns out he's alive. I thought he was dead, but he's in the sequel, and I was just like, oh, I didn't notice that because I turned my head away for like a second when I first watched it. So I didn't notice that he was alive, and then I saw him in Scream 6 and I was just like, wait, I thought he died. So that was on me, guys. But yeah, this movie does a lot of good things, and I'm just like, I wish more slasher films or horror films would think of like, okay, we can take some of the things from the past, put them in here, but let's not make it so blatantly like we're copying them, do like an homage to things. And I thought this movie did a great job with that. And I thought the new people, like Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, they do such a good job in this role where I actually cared for them, and I was happy to see them come back for the sequel. I was like, yes, I want to see more of them, because their family dynamic really works. I'm just like, I really want to see more of them. Let's see, I'm trying to think of the negatives. I think the one negative, but this comes down to like all horror films, is that it's pretty noticeable when someone's about to die. But this movie, like I said, makes fun of that joke. If someone goes somewhere alone, it's like, they're probably gonna die. Other things is, I thought some of the newer characters that maybe didn't have anything to do with that first didn't seem like that useful. I think they found ways to weaving them in, like Mindy. The fact that she's like their horror film like expert, I really liked the way she was talking about things. And even how she was trying to figure out who the killer was. I really enjoyed it. Let's see. I don't think there's much to say. Besides, I do recommend you watch this movie. And then after that, please go watch Scream 6. I think they're a great pair together. So let's move on to my score, guys. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. It's amazing. There's really like very little bad things I can say about this movie, because I didn't really think there was much bad with it. So would I recommend it? Yes. And since this is a soft reboot, you don't actually need to watch the old films. You could really just start here if this is like your starting point. I don't think I can say the same thing about Scream 6, but Scream 5, you could easily just start here, and they tell you enough about the old movies that you'll know enough to get through it. So definitely something I recommend, guys. Watch this movie. So let's move on now to what I'm reviewing next. So at this time, I'm hoping Scream 6 reviews also out. I want to get them out the same day. Last of Us should be coming out fairly soon, so Tuesday, South Park Thursday, and I think, oh no, South Park Friday now, and Mandalorian's gonna be Thursday. Movies wise, watch out for my Creed 3 review. I'm also trying to get that out sometime this week, and I want to go watch 65, but there's just so many reviews I have to get done that I'm not sure when I'll have time to go watch in the theater. But yeah, guys, please let me know what you guys thought about this movie. Comment down below what your thoughts on the movie, or commenting on what I believed about the movie, and like the video and subscribe to the channel, guys. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.